When I was little, I remember asking my mom why Daddy slept so much. "He's very tired from work," she would say. "We need to let him rest." But as I got older, my sister and I became suspicious. My parents couldn't hide it any longer. My dad was suffering from major depression, and his condition was getting worse.
The main thing is there's a massive loss of energy. Everything is an effort, even getting out of bed. And I lose my self-confidence. And I want to hide from people.
At first, my dad's depression was managed with antidepressants and psychotherapy. But as the years passed, these traditional treatments became less effective, and he would become ill for months at a time. After all else failed, my parents turned to electroconvulsive therapy, or ECT.
I do remember when ECT was introduced to us, we thought it was a really scary thing, but at that point we were willing to try anything. And the doctor had been talking about it for years. So finally, in around 2004, we tried it, and it worked well, like I said before, right away. And so it was a good thing because it got him out of an episode very quickly.
Most people don't know much about ECT. Often what they do know comes from the 1975 film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. In the movie, Jack Nicholson portrays a misbehaved convict. He receives ECT in prison, not because he is mentally ill, but as a punishment. Today, many psychiatrists say the film tarnished ECT's reputation, leading to its departure from mainstream mental health care. To help people understand how ECT works, my dad uses a simple analogy.
Depression is like the computer freezing. And what ECT is, it's like pressing Control, Alt, Delete, and rebooting the computer in your brain. They shock my brain to cause my brain to go into seizure. And it's that seizure that stops the depression.
While ECT has been effective at getting my dad out of his depressive episodes, he struggles to stay well for any significant period of time. There are also some downsides, including memory loss. Despite its consequences, my dad says that if he had to do it over again, he would still choose ECT as a treatment.
I would still have gone through the ECT because as bad as the ECT is and as disruptive as the memory loss is, it's nothing compared to the pain that you suffer from depression itself. Depression is, like my doctor said, cancer of the spirit. It's like every glass is half empty instead of half full. It's a terrible, terrible illness.
While data shows that electroconvulsive therapy in Canada is generally well delivered, a group of professionals across the country believe that more work needs to be done in order to ensure that Canadian ECT is state-of-the-art. That is why they are moving ahead with a national guidelines project, which they believe will make for a more standardized ECT, with improved safety, efficacy, and accessibility for everyone across the country who needs it. This is their story.